Back in the last bull market, we saw insane growth from the likes of Gala Gaming, Solana, decentraland, but these projects didn't just happen by chance. They happened because one, they had phenomenal levels of investment, but two, they were within the right niche at the time to be able to make massive gains. I'm going to show you exactly how we find the next coins that are going to do Solana or Polygon level of growth, so you also can be making 500 to 1000x in the next bull market, turning small amounts of cash into incredible life-changing gains. Hit that like button. Let's get into it, shall we? So guys, it's no mystery. There is a formula to follow when we talk about investing in big projects, and we need to find the big projects that are getting invested in early by massive venture capital. Massive venture capital. There's few better out there than Animoca Brands, who have over $2.2 billion in crypto. They've been around for a few years, they're based in Hong Kong, and they've seen some incredible gains. If you want to see the projects they've been invested in, well, you can see they've got Axie Infinity, OpenSea, Wilder Worlds. They were also invested early on in Polygon and other crypto projects, and they saw incredible growth. Not only do they have an ability to choose incredible projects that they're going to see great growth from, but they also have the ability to drive a product's success, because they obviously have a big impact on the industry, and they can drive further investment from other firms and ultimately drive the narrative, pushing these projects from basic start points all the way up to incredible highs. And I'm going to show you later on in the video how you can get involved in early stages like Animoca Brands. Now, we want to look at the categories that Animoca Brands is investing in. They're not just randomly taking shots at a wall and hoping something sticks. They are focusing in on particular narratives, and these narratives will make a lot of sense when you think about the whole global situation right now. Now, GameFi makes up 47% of their portfolio. There's a big reason for that. Originally, they made a lot of money in the GameFi space. But if you think about what is really going to drive forward mass money making in the next bull market, it's going to be mass adoption. And I don't mean you and your kind of mates who are in crypto talking about it. I mean your grandma knowing what crypto is. I mean kids at school discussing crypto projects and understanding what crypto is because they've had to use it to be able to play video games and things like that. Now, Animoca Brands have identified this, and this is why GameFi is such a big portion of their portfolio. You've also got NFTs making up 19%, and then other things slightly further down the list, DeFi and various other blockchain services. So GameFi and NFTs should as well, for us, be something we're looking into. Now, using crypto fundraising, I can see that Animoca Brands have been pretty busy. They've invested in 167 projects. Now, that's obviously over a period of time. And you can see down below the information on each of these investments. Now, not all of the money raised comes from Animoca Brands, but usually you'll have a lead investor and then you'll have other investors jumping on board, okay? So if someone's looking for $10 million of investment, then ultimately $8 million will probably be provided by one of the big firms such as Binance Labs or Animoca Brands, and then a few others will jump in on the side of that. And I'm going to show you how you can become part of one of those slightly later on. So what have Animoca Brands been looking into recently? Well, we've got things within gaming, and you can see, and this is the quantities of funds being raised for these projects. $37 million pre-ICO. Now, I want you to understand what the problem with this is as an investor who comes into the traditional crypto markets. We come in at $37 million. That company already has a market cap, potentially of $37 million or above. It's already valued above that, which means that we can't see necessarily insane gains from buying at ICO or the initial coin offering. Because for something at $37 million, to do a 10x is $370 million. 100x is going to be $3 billion. You see, it's very difficult to get those incredible gains from ICO with these projects, these blue chip projects that are already getting going. It doesn't mean that these are completely useless, but you're not going to see such growth. Now, Mythical Games obviously is a very interesting platform. We've got some big names who've invested in it. They've raised $37 million. That's a lot of money for a company that isn't even up and running yet to gain in terms of investments. Now, why do we need to pay attention to Animoca Brands? Well, guys, there are other companies out there, A16Z, Binance Labs, I've already mentioned, who also have some great success. But this is the top projects by return on investment that Animoca Brands has made. 236x on Polygon, 78x on Sandbox, 10x 61x on Axie Infinity. And even, come down the list, and some of these are not massive, 2.2x. And this is currently sat in a bear market. So things are going to change, And if you're getting in as early as possible, you have the best chance to see some phenomenal gains. Now, I want to talk about 3 projects that Animoca Brands has been investing in recently that have me very excited. The first one is Layer Zero, and you've probably heard about Layer Zero because it had a massive airdrop, okay? Or will have a massive airdrop, sorry. So it's got loads and loads of people to interact with it in order to build up this knowledge base around it. It's been a super successful platform already pre-ICO. So when it launches, it's expected to blow up because it's already had a very successful build phase moving up in towards that. It enables direct cross-chain transfers, which is essential when we move in towards interoperability. But Layer Zero has already raised $293 million. So we're not going to see massive gains. We're buying into the ICO on this because, yes, it could go to $1 billion market cap. That's only a 4x. So you're buying an ICO on a project that can do a 4x. Maybe it's a good 4x. I'm not saying 4x is bad. Layer Zero has the potential, obviously, to go to 100 billion, in my opinion. So maybe you're looking at a 40x. Who knows exactly? Now, the next project that they've been investing in is CyberConnect, Web3's earliest and biggest decentralized social network, building, learning more within the Web3 environment. This is very exciting because this particular area of crypto is going to be exploding. So again, I can give them a follow. Again, though, this project has already raised around $29 million from Animoca Brands, plus with co-investing probably a little bit more than that. One thing as well, you'll notice coming across to the Twitter, already got 383,000 followers. So this project is likely to see some extremely exciting growth going forward. Just because we can't necessarily see massive future gains because these projects have already a fairly well-established market cap before they even launch, doesn't mean that we can't see some great gains. Because a lot of people here will be looking to buy into these projects, and given that they might be launching in the next 6 months or so, the whole kind of environment of crypto in 6 months' time could be very, very different from what we're looking at right now. In my opinion, we're all going to be looking a significant amount higher, and that's very exciting. And the next one that Animoca Brands have been investing in is Amulet, and they invested around $6 million into it. Others that got involved, Solana Ventures, and a few sort of smaller co-investors. Now, Amulet is a simple, reliable cover for everyone in Web3, built and backed by Solana. Why is this interesting to us? We know that Solana, whether you like it or not, has a proven track record of being able to build a successful project, and in the first bull market that it went into, see an incredible, insane growth that no other crypto projects pretty much saw in the last bull market. From bottom to top, it did like 4,500x, which is unbelievable, okay? And these projects have, therefore, the ability to piggyback off the success of these other companies. These companies have a proven track record, and you can see, followed by Solana. Solana will be helping Amulet Protocol to build into the next bull market. This is another very interesting project to pay attention to. And you're like, so what? You've just told me you can't make massive gains in these projects. Well, guys, I have done something very recently that's completely changing the game for myself and you, the average investor sat at home. Because to be able to invest pre-ICO into these projects is extremely difficult because you need to have a large pot of money. Now, most people don't have 100K, 50K to invest pre-ICO into projects like this because there's obviously risk involved and you don't want to be putting 100K of your hard-earned money into this. So how do you gain access? By putting in a couple of $100, $500, $1,000, maybe a bit more. Well, guys, I have found the solution for that, and it comes through my Inner Circle Discord, which is linked down below in the description. Now, within the Inner Circle, which is currently around 500 members, we've got a lot of crypto enthusiasts who are sharing all of their chart data all the time. We've got a few professional traders who are giving daily crypto trading signals. So if that interests you, then of course, jump in for that. It's $9.99 per month with a 5-day free trial. But the most exciting thing, and we launched it yesterday, is that now we are partnering up with a fundraising firm who now have the ability to invest in the likes of Layer Zero. They actually got an allocation to invest into Layer Zero, where you could potentially invest pre-ICO into a potentially future blue chip project. And you're like, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, I told you before about Tenet, I invested 2 cents because I got in pre-ICO through another group funding round. The project itself launched, and on the very first day, it went up 17x. This is unheard of, and you won't get these returns at ICO. But if you want to get in pre-ICO and be able to get allocations for pre-ICO crypto projects, then you need to get into the Inner Circle Discord, link down below, $9.99. We're going to have our first fundraise in the next 10 days or so, and I'm going to be giving you my due diligence on that, telling you everything you need to know about that project and how you can invest in it through the Inner Circle. You're not going to be able to do this in anywhere out there, guys. It's a completely new concept, and I'm extremely excited to offer it to you. So get into the link down below in the description. If you enjoyed that video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, then subscribe. See you in the very next video.